What is up, everybody? Eddie Hates Anime here. Today we've got an amazing death battle. I've got to start reacting to these again because I love reacting to them, but sometimes I miss them. But yeah, Spider-Man vs. Deku. You know I cannot miss this one. This is specifically Miles Morales, I believe. Yep, off of the thumbnail, whose powers are pretty nutty amongst the spider people. Not to, I mean, if we're comparing just to Peter, then very nutty. There's a lot of other spider people with other nutty powers, but we won't get into that today because it's obviously about Miles. But Deku was nothing to scoff at. If you know anything about My Hero, especially later down in the line in the anime and manga, the powers get more bananas, but I won't spoil that for you. With Miles, I feel like you're cooked. You're going to get spoiled no matter what here. I guess you're going to get spoiled on both of them no matter what here. So if you I feel like with manga, it's a bit more scary with spoilers than comics because comics change and retcon so much because inconsistencies between writers. So in 10 years, Miles' powers can be completely different and the reasoning can be completely different. But if you haven't read My Hero or watched it all, then just letting you know there might be some spoilers here. And then same with Marvel Comics, whether it's original Ultimate or 616 continuity for Miles or fucking current Ultimate. Spoilers again. But love what they've been doing with Miles. His powers have been awesome. I mean, I'm not going to get too much into it. I'll let Death Battle explain itself. So yeah, I was originally just going to skip to the battle because I didn't have too much time to record today. But if you're watching this, I'm not sure if you guys would know all the powers, and I want you guys to be kind of refreshed too. So let's get it. If the video will play. My fucking browser has been not just playing videos lately. I don't know why. So I might have to try and change to a different thing to watch it. I don't know. I don't know why it just has not been playing. Maybe alternative YouTube browser. Alternative YouTube watcher. Let's see. Because it's just not letting me watch it. Don't know why. It's so weird. Let's see. Can I just watch? Okay, YouTube client. Maybe it'll let me do this. This is so strange. God damn it, bro. I'm just trying to watch a fucking video. I'm sorry about this, everybody. I'm literally just trying to watch a video. Like, let's see if it'll start now. See, even okay, the ad's starting.
I have to finish this paper.
If the ad plays, it better let me watch the video.
College would be so.
Oh, we're cooking. We're cooking.
Miles Morales.
We got Dr. Pepper Zero in the whole life thing. I'm gonna freak the fuck out. I'm going to freak the fuck out. YouTube has been tripping on me on this computer so much lately. It is not letting me watch anything. And I do not know why. I literally do not understand it. I don't know what to do. I'm just trying to watch a fucking video. I'm sorry that I'm cursing and that I'm angry, but it makes no fucking sense. I'll pull this shit on Vimeo. Does Death Battle have Vimeo? Bitch, what do you mean start plans? See plans. I just want to watch a fucking video. Oh my god. How do I watch this? Am I going to pull it up on my phone and just show you guys and watch it? Do a little watch along? Please say Death Battle's on Vimeo. I literally can't think of anything else at this point. I want to just record, bro. I want to watch this video too. Oh, it's not on here. Maybe we'll try watching it through, like, Google. Let's see if we can do it this weird way. Like this, maybe. Hold on. So we've got it here. I'm just trying to see if I can, like, I don't know, watch it without opening it up on YouTube, because clearly it won't let me watch it on YouTube, and I've already opened it on YouTube. I've screwed it. It's gonna last 10 seconds and then do that again. Watch, it's gonna happen again. I'm gonna freak out.
Miles Morales versus Izuku Midoriya.
Spider-Man versus Deku. He's
Wait. Oh, we lost along in 10 seconds.
It's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who will win a death battle.
Okay. I'll let it ride then.
All right, let's take this from the top again. This is Peter Parker.
Oh,
who was bitten
let
by
me
a
give my
radioac-
prediction. Well, I'll do my prediction, and because I mean it's been a while since I've read My Hero, so I've probably forgotten some stuff, and like feats are obviously weird. And then same on Miles' side, it's like I feel like I'm more brushed up on Miles because I read him and I see him more frequently due to him being a recurring character for years and years and years and still ongoing and not a series that's ended. But because of that as well, I feel like there could be a lot of powers that I've forgotten since the comics in 2011, and feats and whatnot. And you know, comic feats tend to scale pretty crazy, and then but once again things change and whatnot. I don't know. So I'll do one now, and then I'll do one after they've explained stuff. Maybe there'll be something that I wasn't thinking about. I'm gonna go. I don't know. It is hard. I'm gonna go Miles for now. I'm gonna go Spider-Man. But who knows, man? Who knows? We'll give Deku a chance.
Active Spider, and for who knows how long, he's been the one and only Spider-Man.
A friendly neighbor to all of New York
You also
City.
never know
In a
what
universe
Death Battle's
with
gonna
super
choose
soldiers,
to like.
Hulk and Green
Sometimes they
Goliath,
pick and choose which
world-shattering
powers
gods,
they
Spider-Man
use
is
or
there
not.
to look out for the little guy.
But in a multiverse of infinite possibilities, that doesn't always last forever. Like in Universe 16.
I'm assuming this is 616
NYC's Webhead got
Spider-Man.
iced on the job.
The city was
Miles,
left
but-
without its protector. But fortunately,
If it's Spider-Verse, then that changes things. It is the Spider-Verse picture. If it's Spider-Verse Miles, I'm going Deku. I'm sorry, you're not there yet.
Peter wasn't the only one who got bit. Enter
Okay,
Miles
no.
Morales.
They're just
a young
using it
teen
for the
from
vibes,
Brooklyn
'cause
just
that
trying
wasn't,
to figure out his place in the world.
616.
And
Oh, that
now
wasn't
he had it thrust
Spider-Verse
upon
Miles
him.
in that picture.
Canon event to start all canon events. Now it was
Or maybe not. Is he 17 in Spider-Verse? Because we're talking about like graffiti artists and, you know, anime and shit, so maybe. But I was thinking off the picture they used over here that it was comic Miles.
Miles' turn to be the hero the
I'll let
Big
it play,
Apple
I'll let it
needed,
play.
and he had all the usual spider kit to help him out.
This spider carried the Oz formula,
Okay,
a genetics
so
enhancing serum
comics.
that granted Miles superhuman strength, speed, and the ability to alter his body's electron attraction to crawl along any surface.
Soundtrack's pretty
And you
sick.
can't forget that classic spider sense, an internal warning system that lets Miles know about incoming threats so he can react ahead of time. He even got an upgrade.
I just
that
feel like
acts
it's
like
so
a
easy
radar,
to
letting him
underestimate
see
Spider-Man,
through stuff.
let
But no
alone
Spider-Person is
Miles'
complete
powers
without
if you
their
don't
web shooters.
really know what's
Given to him by
going on in
Peter's
comics,
Aunt
especially
May,
as of late.
These webs have all sorts of applications.
Look how crazy his
between
Venom powers
swinging,
get, bro. He's
grabbing,
got a sword now.
restraining, projectiling, and being made into constructs.
Not having Peter around to show him the ropes made things a lot tougher, though. And between mishaps with wall crawling and web slinging, Miles got off to a rocky start.
Like any typical teenager, he had a lot of self-doubt. Could he keep up in school? What was the right way to talk to girls?
And how could he live up to being Spider-Man when one of the villains he had to face turned out to be his very own uncle? Makes family dinner so awkward. All that, trying to kill you stuff.
Fortunately, Miles had a
I don't know
leg
if that
up.
was the intent when they first made, you know, Uncle Aaron, Prowler, and all that, but I think it is such a smart and sad antithesis to Uncle Ben, you know, when you compare
on
Miles and
every
Peter.
other superhero known to man.
Living parents! Better yet, loving parents. They
Or leave the most
supported him when
epic part of
things
the
got
music
tough,
with
even
loving
if they didn't
parents.
always see
Dun,
eye to
dun,
eye.
dun, dun.
And thanks to them, he learned that the best way to be Spider-Man wasn't to do it
Okay,
like Peter.
love his Spider-Verse suit. I was talking to my friend about this the other day, though. It is a fucking shame that y'all, I'm saying y'all because it was not me, I supported the fuck out of this costume, that y'all did not support the pink. I'll show you guys exactly which one I'm talking about, the pink and black. And they changed it because this is one of the best Spider-Man suits of all time. Sometimes it's more reddish, sometimes it's more pinkish, but this is his best suit. I do not care what anyone says. Obviously, just an opinion. Don't get me wrong. This is fine. This is fine. It's cool. It's classic, you know? Just like I like Spider-Man's classic, so you can't go wrong with it. But come on, bro. Y'all telling me you didn't support this so much that they changed it? I don't know exactly what happened, to be honest. That's just kind of like what it seemed to have happened. But come on, bro. Come on. And the Spider-Verse one in the first one is pretty sick. His second one's still fine. Like, it's still good. I don't think it's as good as the first one. But it's more of like, you know, him coming to his own. He's really Spider-Man now and type shit. I know we're not getting that pink one in the next movie. We're probably just going to get the classic suit, which is still fine. Cool, makes sense thematically. But when Miles comes to the MCU, I hope we get to see some different suits. That's both the pros and the cons of like live action adaptations of Spider-Man. We get 1,000 suits for toys. Sometimes I just wish they chose better suits.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base
I should make a
44,
video.
a complete
Best to worst Spider-Man live action suits. To be fair, I don't think there's any that I outright hate. Even including like, we can even talk about like the shows and stuff. The 2 live action shows from the 60s, the Japanese and American one. But I don't know. That I'm gonna write that down.
But to do it his own way.
And it helped that this particular spider had a bit more to its bite than Peter's. Miles has a variety of unique powers, like invisibility and venom.
Not like Tom Hardy, though it is weird to give your main power the same name as one of your bad guys. Come on, Spidey, branding is important.
Miles can harness his own bioelectric energy and weaponize it, which is especially effective against individuals with genetic mutations.
Punching, absorbing, blasting, mega blasting. Hell, he can even make electric constructs out of this stuff, like biowebbing and a damn
Dude,
sword.
looks amazing.
Jeez, what kind of spider was this?
It's not entirely
This sword is awesome,
science
man.
fiction.
I
Studies
don't
have
care.
shown that certain species of spiders, such as the
It does feel like a
have
lot with his
process known
powers, but
as
I don't care. Just make it
ballooning. By
like it's
spinning a thread of
badass,
their
bro. It's
silk,
different,
they
you
can
know.
use the Earth's natural electric fields to fly, traveling up to hundreds of miles. No pun intended.
Well, whatever kind of bite it was, it gave Miles the edge he needed to find his worth as Spider-Man.
Miles can
That is
dodge
still one of the
gunshots,
best shots in
missiles,
any
and
comic book
lightning
movie
bolts.
ever.
He survived all sorts of beatings, including a
I remember that was the
building
only teaser
exploding
we
on
had
top
as
of
well.
him.
Oh, geez, Spidey could lift buildings and dodge light speed attacks, and Miles is more than a match for him.
Like the time he absorbed the energy of a bomb that was going to vaporize Harlem. A blast
Yeah,
that
no,
would've equaled 15
I
million
I
tons of
don't doubt
TNT.
that comic
He's
Spider-Man
gotten
could
kudos from a
easily
ton
tank
of
that
older
as well.
heroes, too, becoming a member
Probably
of the new
easier than
Ultimates
video game
and the
Miles.
Avengers. He even helped form the Champions, a team of teenage superheroes with the likes of Miss Marvel and Ironheart.
The king of Wakanda himself even suited him up with some Wakandan vibe.
I like this suit
The
as well.
same stuff as T'Challa's own suit. This super rare and tough metal can absorb kinetic energy and vibrational impacts.
It helps to regulate Miles's venom powers too, allowing him to
It
better
looks really
control
nice
his
in
electrical
the
output.
The
recent
vibranium
Ultimate
is thinner to better fit his
Spider-Man stuff.
acrobatic fighting style, but it can still shake
Or
off
Ultimate
most
Incursion,
attacks
sorry.
like they're nothing. This stuff is tough enough that Deadpool's swords have shattered against it.
Though it's not as durable as, say, Captain America's shield, and enough kinetic energy will overload it.
Don't be near it when it does, or you'll end up like the Falcon here when he used his vibranium wings to stop a bomb that was gonna blow up New York City. That's twice now. Does any other city have to deal with this stuff?
But when vibranium and spider powers still aren't enough, Miles can push his electrical output into overdrive.
Giving him huge boosts in strength and speed, and making him a whole lot zappier. It's your classic
I love that
power
glowing
up, and
look.
He knows it too. He's a bit of a weeb.
Yeah,
and,
that's something I mentioned
has a
earlier with the
thing for
sword thing. I
mimicking
do think Miles, in terms of not necessarily always like writing, but also like presentation powers and stuff, fits a lot better, and to separate himself from some of the other more traditional Spider people, to be anime, cool, new gen shonen like. I think that works a lot. I think it's very awesome.
favorites.
Despite his
way to
initial
do.
insecurities, Miles has more than managed to live up to his predecessor. No longer standing in the shadow, but side by side.
Literally, his universe got blown up and he was sent to the main 616 timeline, along with his family. And now it's him.
And he
and
got
Peter
invited
as
to
a
the new
pair of
1610, and he
Spider
said,
Bros.
"Nah, man, I'm
He's even
good."
become one of the big players of the Spider-Verse, teaming up with all sorts of other Spider variants
God, the
to
soundtrack's
defend
hitting,
the
bro.
multiverse.
There's anime spider people, robot spider people, dinosaur spider people, spider people, a whole lot of them, each with their own way of getting the job done. Miles even led him into battle against the Inheritors.
Yep, when he was cosmic. Now, this is what I was kind of mentioning at the start. Like, are they going to use that? It'd be kind of weird if they use cosmic Miles, but
even led him into battle against the Inheritors.
If they do, then I guess
then
it's a kind of an easy win.
This is what Stan Lee was proudest of in his favorite superhero. Regardless of who they were, any sort of person could wear the mask and do the right thing. For so long as we stay true to ourselves and help others in our own unique ways, then anyone can be a hero. But what is a hero?
Oh, guys, this episode contains spoilers for the ending of My Hero. Oh, that's another good point, actually. Are they going to be using Prime Deku or End Deku? Because if it's End Deku, then...
All Might, the big hero Uno. With a smile on his face, he could save anyone and win any fight, no matter what.
Or so it seemed. After a battle with his arch-nemesis All For One, All Might was grievously injured. His time as a beacon of hope was coming to an end, and he would need to find someone to pass on the torch.
In this world, most human beings
Damn,
evolved
low-key,
to have their own individual...
This would be, like, fun. Like, I wish I had, like... I don't know. I would like to make a show, like a podcast show, like, but it's presented like an actual show where there's, like, segments and stuff. Because I used to watch this NBA show called The Starters, and they would do, like, little debate things. And obviously, debates, you don't necessarily debate what you actually believe in. It's just the topic that you're given, or whatever the other person doesn't take. And you could be like, all right, this person, this person, who wins? And then you're forced to defend whoever you get, whether it's the person you actually believe or not. And then, like, all these other topics, like, that'd be, I was still, that's what I've always wanted to do. I know I've been on a lot of podcasts that have just fucking failed, but one day we'll get there. And it won't be a podcast. Maybe it'll be more structured like a show or something. But I do want to get
quirks.
I want to do my own death battles. They don't have to be like this, but like at least discussion-wise.
Or as local bully Bakugo like to call him, the good-for-nothing Deku.
But more in a short-form debate, as opposed to like
but even his idol told
rereading
him
the entire manga just to make your argument. It'd be more fun.
Forever the beta male in the shadow of Bakugo and his Sigma quirk.
And then the comments can roast us both for being wrong.
Alpha up and lend his rival a helping hand, proving himself worthy of All Might's torch.
And so, after months of training, Izuku was granted All Might's quirk, one for all.
That's crazy.
This power allows him to boost
this is
his
really one of the
strength to
earlier
incredible
animes I
heights,
watched, which is weird to
using it
think
for
about.
smashing attacks named after specific
Not like the earliest,
locales,
but it was in like
club.
season 2 or 3 when I was still really getting into anime.
Spikes, even finger flicks. One for all is the ultimate in strength enhancing quirks.
And I only watched it because I got a poster of it at Walmart, and I was like, I feel bad if I got this poster and didn't watch the show.
Too bad it wasn't the only thing he destroyed, though.
It was actually one of the only posters I had for the longest time, because Walmart didn't have that many anime posters, and I was still a kid.
When he used it.
And then when I got older, I was like, oh, I got Amazon, I can buy real posters.
Body to explode. So Izuku would need to continuously
I know I'm talking over this. I've read the fucking manga, bro. I even played the video game.
UA High.
Say that again.
Inspired by girly pop
I'm actually excited for My Hero, More Justice 3.
Hero name, becoming the Deku who always does his best.
Something that he may have taken too far.
When it came to saving people, Do Your Best here had a bad habit of putting others way before himself. Sure, everyone else was okay.
Early
but
seasons,
he'd be good
adaptation-wise,
for nothing all over
so
again
goddamn
if he
good.
got himself paralyzed.
So to cut down
I haven't
on
watched
his
the My Hero
hospital bill,
anime
he developed
since
full cowling. Instead
right
of using his
mid-season
quirk in short
4,
bursts,
right
he
after
would continuously spread the
overhaul.
energy across his body at
But
low
before the
percentages,
manga, or
using it
before
for
the anime ends, I want
inspired by Bakugo's explosive movements.
So I watched the Vigilantes anime, and now I'm rereading Vigilantes manga. And then once I finish that, I'm gonna read the My Hero manga up until where I last watched the anime. Like I said, right at the end of the overall arc before the next arc. And then I'll watch all the anime adaptation that I haven't watched. And then hopefully that'll be by the time the last season comes out, and then I'll watch the whole adaptation.
And with that new thinking came a new fighting style, shoot style. To use a stronger limb that'd be less likely to break, Deku took a page from Nerd Emoji Ida's book, and switched to focusing on kicks to pack in more.
Maybe I'll
of a
make a My
punch.
Hero video at some point, but
And that power would be needed. After a
it
climactic
wasn't really my
battle with
plans
All
when I
for
was doing
One,
that. I just
All
wanted to
Might
watch
would
the
be
adaptation.
forced into retirement just a few months into Deku's training. Now it was his turn to face this demon lord.
Love games, but
Yeah,
hate the grind.
at least the video's
With
playing.
Wiimod, you can be invincible, unimaginably wealthy,
What?
or even teleport. Wiimod is the #1 app for PC game modding.
But he didn't have to
Like
do
video
it
games, but
alone.
don't like playing
Just
video
as
games?
All Might had passed One for All onto Deku, it had been passed onto All Might by his master, and onto her by
love
her
her.
master. One for
I
All
like a
was
lot of the
power
other,
that was built
One for All
upon
people.
for generations.
The quirks of the previous users of One for All manifested.
And I like that they weren't all
along with their
necessarily
spirits
like
or
super
vestiges
strong
to
quirks,
help him in
because
his
it
battle
makes sense
against
that not
All
all
for
of them
One.
will get a chance to
Blackwood gives him
bolster it.
energy tendrils
Oh,
to
I just
swing
got the
around
quirk,
and
but fuck, I'm about to get
restrain
killed.
foes. They can also brace his arms and manually control his muscles.
Black
if he
Whip is
can't move.
goated.
Float allows him to soar high
Float
into
is
the
goated.
sky. By combining it with controlled blasts of pressurized air,
Traversally,
he can effectively fly.
he
Danger sense
he will not have
detects
any
incoming
problems
threats and
with
unease, letting Deku
Spider-Man.
react
Like,
in advance. Though it's mostly like an alarm bell and doesn't
He's-
tell
he's
him
got more
specifics
going
like
for him than
location or
Webs.
number of threats. Familiar?
Smokescreen lets him create a
Smokescreen's cool,
But
but
he can use
Spider
that full blast
Sense,
to create
so
a bigger smokescreen.
That's swell and all,
Same thing
but
we
the
saw in
real
the
meat is
Spider-Man
in
vs.
5-10.
Batman one.
After building up kinetic energy within his body, Deku can unleash it for
I don't know though.
bursts of
This is
strength
where
and speed.
I get lost, because I'm like, maybe, like, I genuinely have no clue, so I might sound fucking stupid here, but I'm like, maybe Deku's faster. But is that just me seeing like him have more specific speed, powers, and feats than what I, because the presentation in manga and exposition wise is so different than comics in its presentation. Sometimes I feel like in comics shit just happens more, while in battle shonen manga there's more of an emphasis these days on like, so you see this happened, and not to say comics doesn't have exposition like that, but kind of the rule of cool stands more often, I think. This is just me kind of yapping though. So I don't know.
Whip to create the powerful black chain binding attack, and can use it in conjunction with full cowling to achieve foe 100%.
Because like I said, with comics you
equaling All
need
Might's
consistency,
full
but
level
at the
of
same
power
time you can kind of
without recoil.
just
He
do
once
shit
used
because
it to
so many
outspeed
different
a bullet
writers.
shot by Lady Nagant, a former hero turned villain who has a sniper rifle for an arm. I think I'm in love.
Nagant's
I
bullet once
love
crossed a distance
her
of around
so much.
215 kilometers within a fraction of a second. That's 6,700 times faster than sound. And Deku was moving so fast, the bullet seemed like it was
Yeah.
standing still.
And he can go even faster than that with
So
his
maybe
final
Deku
quirk,
wins off
Fear Shift.
speed.
By touching a
I don't
target,
know.
he can control its speed without abiding by the laws of inertia. He can
I'm not a-
slow
I'm
down
not-
foes to
I'm
leave
not a
them
power
frozen
scaler,
in the
man.
air, or move so fast he can punch multiple times in
I'm
an
just here for
instant.
fun.
Even All for One's own
I think power scaling is
Shigaraki
fun, to
couldn't
be
track
fair.
him. And this is a dude who
But
can
I'm
catch
not good at it.
light-speed laser beams.
It does have
I
a
don't
time
think it
limit,
makes your
though.
character
After
better
5
if they're
minutes of
stronger.
continuous use,
There's some
Deku's
people that
body
do
will
for
catch
some
up to
reason.
his speed,
Or act like it.
suffocating him as his cells become unable to take in oxygen.
Not nearly as bad as One for All was suffocating him, though. He's been doing all of this shit in just the 10th grade. I hadn't even figured out you can breathe through your nose at that point.
The pressure of having to save his friends,
Oh, I
the
loved
country,
Vigilante
the entire
Deku, the
world
aura.
weighed on Deku. So he left UA to fight
It's
this
such a
war
great
alone.
panel, bro.
But alone was never where Deku fought best. Having come from nothing,
I really
his
wanna see the
admiration
adaptation of
for
this
his
part.
peers gave him strength, just as they admired his strength and desire to help others. Even Bakugo came around to him.
So when it came time to finally put that demon lord back in hell, his classmates, teachers, mom, friends,
I'm excited to see this
enemy,
fucking
and
fight, bro.
everyone else supported and cheered him on. Because that was the greatest threat to All for One's reign all along.
Not All Might, not Deku, not even One for All itself. Just people helping each other out. And with their help, Deku defeated All for One once and for all, blowing a hole in this huge storm and parting the skies for a brighter future.
Though he did lose his quirk and have to retire from hero work.
Yep,
Getting
so
a
now he's gonna
regular
lose the
9 to
miles
5
because he has
as
no
a teacher,
quirk.
Passing on his knowledge to
What?
the
Not a
next
McDonald's worker?
generation, just like every
Bro,
user
Twitter
who
that
was
day
all
was
before.
Some might say
crazy
he peaked
when those
in
leaks
high
came
school.
out.
If not for the sick new armor he eventually got to go back to kicking butt, he even made it all the way back near the top of the ranking.
It wouldn't be bad if we got like not a sequel, but maybe like a one shot of more Deku scrapping in this.
All with the help of
That'd be
his
cool.
friends. For so long as we keep reaching out our hands to help those in need, everyone can be a hero.
I like that panel a lot.
Hello, it's me, Store-Bought
I
Benjamin.
appreciate it.
I know
but
what you're asking.
let's get to this.
Benjamin, what are you wearing?
Alright, am I gonna change it? I feel like they kind of moved me with the Deku shit. And I kind of, but I'm thinking, like, I'm gonna rock with Miles still. But if Deku wins because of, like, power feats or speed feats that are calculated insanely, I wouldn't be mad. Because, like I said, I guess it would make sense. I'm just, I mean, I'm admittedly biased towards Miles, but also I feel like the Arsenal is crazier. But that could be very naive of me. I'm fully admitting ignorance to the science behind all this.
All right, the combatants are set.
Hey.
We've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
I won't be mad no matter who wins. I like both characters, you know. God, this suit looks so good. Oh, they got him in the vigilante drip.
You're more man and less spider than usual.
Whoa, I was looking for you. Care to show me what you can do?
All right, new guy. First lesson? Don't watch the mouth.
Show me. So, oh shit.
Now watch mine.
How do I not even think about one of his most fucking popular powers? I totally forgot about that. That could actually unironically change the tides a bit. Well, I don't know. Would smoke screen reveal that or some shit? I don't know. I don't know.
Now watch mine. Delaware.
Show me what you got. Let's kill each other. The death battle. Deku's immensely strong, but we gotta remember so is Miles. Like, this soundtrack is fucking banging.
I can't use my full power here. Gotta take this somewhere else. Oh, gross!
You got skills, man. I like that.
God, this looks so good, bro.
Oh, mierda.
Okay.
I moved us to an abandoned part of the city so we can go all out.
This is really
I
good.
always do my best.
Ooh! God, death battles leveled up these past few years, bro. And they were already so goated before with the fights. Shout out to the animation studio that did this, or whoever worked on it.
I gotta do my own thing.
Okay. Okay, recreate the shot.
Sarah was right. Your quirk is amazing.
Amazing is my buddy. They call me the ultimate Spider-Man.
Yes, we do.
My dear mercenary,
Make your bread! Make your bread!
are you awake?
His suit has shock absorption, not nullification. So, it's got a limit.
Oh, good thinking. And that is something like, okay, Miles is smart. But battle preparation wise, we know that Deku is closer to like a Batman type thing or even a Peter type thing. To be fair, Miles is up there too, I'm sure. But Deku, we specifically see a lot of like that. You know, this guy's powers, this guy's powers, this. So I'm sure Deku, right there, the gears are turning. Maybe a bit more than Miles. I'm not sure, because like I said, I'm sure Miles could too. I mean, he has. And he is very smart as well. But I might give that edge to Deku a little bit, because that is, like, specifically his thing for a lot of the series. That, not necessarily prep time, but prep mid-battle. Or, like, I don't know. They're both really smart anyways.
Go beyond.
Jesus Christ. Damn, is he cooked already? There's no way. Are they gonna go? What? If he goes cosmic, I'm gonna laugh. That might be it.
You really
He's gonna call him a fraud. A fraud.
the ultimate.
Oh no!
KO!
Damn, so Deku did win!
Let's start by talking
Damn.
about their superpowers, which matched up quite even, unsurprisingly, given the not-so-subtle inspiration for Deku's quirks, though they did have some edges over the other.
The spider sense gave Miles more insight on his surroundings and threats than danger sense, which has been worked around before.
This meant Miles' invisibility was harder for danger sense to detect when he wasn't attacking, while the spider sense's radar system allowed him to find Deku in a smokescreen. But Izuku's other quirks granted him advantages of his own.
Float was a lot more mobile than Webs, and Fudge
Yeah,
gave a bigger
that's what I was
boost in
talking about.
strength than Venom did. Since both had some advantages and disadvantages, we're gonna call superpowers a tie.
Next up, speed. Scaling to Peter, Miles could dodge light speed attacks, which actually outpaced Izuku moving faster than a sniper bullet. Fortunately
I didn't
for
know
Deku,
that.
though, that wasn't his best.
Thanks to
that's
gear
true.
shift, Deku could speed himself
Yep,
up to
and he's
match
got a
Miles
specific
the same
quirk.
way he did to the light-catching Shigaraki. Even worse for Spidey, one touch from gear shift could freeze him in place and make
Yeah,
dodging
it just seems like Deku's got a lot
totally
of
impossible.
it's
So
very
speed goes to
calculatable
Deku.
speed
As
feats
for
as well.
skill, Deku was incredibly talented at analyzing an opponent's
See, this is
abilities
what I
and
mentioned.
coming up with strategies on the
Not
fly.
to say Miles
But
can't
Miles'
do it.
powers and fighting style gave Deku few immediate openings.
Deku may have received more formal training at UA, but he was ultimately only active in hero work for a little under a year.
Meanwhile,
True.
Miles has been handling everything from neighborhood crooks to multiverse-ending gods for significantly longer.
It's close, but with his greater experience, skill goes
Yeah,
to Miles. And that
I
means
agree.
the biggest deciding factor is raw strength.
And that
Yeah.
was no contest. Miles absorbing the energy
That's
of
what I
that
was
bomb was
thinking.
nothing to scoff at, but overwhelming power is what One for All is all about.
When Deku
Quite
defeated All For
literally,
One,
like,
the energy
the-
needed to part those clouds with his punch
the-
had a yield
the
of
basis of the quirk.
362 billion tons of TNT, smashing the bomb Miles absorbed out of the water.
But it wasn't as simple as that.
I mean, he spent
Miles is
fucking
wearing a
90% of the
vibranium
series
suit
unlocking
after all.
the whole
So
quirk,
the question
you know?
wasn't necessarily
Well, 90,
who was
maybe not
stronger.
90, but
it was if
I don't
Miles'
know.
suit was tough enough to continuously absorb Deku's blows.
When the Falcon protected New York from that city-destroying blast, it had a yield
Yeah, I'm not
of
mad at this. I don't know.
546
If anyone's smarter than me
megatons.
wants to disprove
Impressive,
this,
but
they're
Deku
welcome
defeating
to,
All For
but
One was
I'm not
still
mad
over
at this take
600 times stronger
of
than
Deku winning
Vibranium's limit.
off
And
of this.
Deku did that with One for All's embers, not the full package.
And remember, the vibranium in Miles' suit was much thinner than what Falcon and Black Panther had, making it unlikely it could absorb as strong of a blast.
It's
I'm
there
just
to
so
provide more
enamored with that,
protection, sure,
beautiful
but there was
animation
no
we
way
just
it could
watched.
survive all of what Deku could dish out.
In this superpower
That was
battle,
amazing.
it was Izuku's overwhelming speed and immense strength that made him the winning hero.
And the morales of the story is...
The winner is Deku.
I gotta read
Next
the comics.
time on
Oh,
Death
what's
Battle.
next? Gucci! Gucci versus Hulk? Oh,
Subscribe and join.
oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I don't even want to talk about this right now, but I think Hulk might fucking beat my goat. Because over the past few years, I've been reading a lot more Hulk than ever before. And I'm starting to recognize that this man's actually him. Godzilla is him as well, and it really depends on what version they use. But Hulk is fucking bananas. I don't know. We'll see when that comes out. I'm definitely reacting to that. That's gonna be insane. I really hope Godzilla wins, but I have a feeling he might fucking lose. Why would they set him up like that? Unless there's some... Well, I don't know. I guess there's a lot of shit that I might not be thinking about once again. But, yeah. This was amazing. Shout out to Death Battle. Had lots of fun watching that one. And like I mentioned, because like even these two could have been amazing reactions. But I just haven't been reacting to them as much lately. Because sometimes I see longer videos and I'm like, I sleep. I'll just watch it instead of reacting. But I gotta stop being lazy. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe if you're new and want to watch the future Death Battle reactions. I'm out. Peace.